Hello, everyone. It's me, Camila Rose. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful week. It is the new moon in Pisces. Yes, it is. And it's time for our new moon reading. So buckle up. Let's get ready to go. So as this is a new moon in Pisces, we'll start with the sign of Pisces. So hi, Pisces. Let's take a look at what the energy is looking like for you this new moon. And let's get into it. We have the Nine of Pentacles as your main card. Love that for you. As our first clarifier, we have the Hierophant. So right now you may be in a space where you're feeling pretty content. You're feeling pretty financially and materially satisfied and well kept. You're kind of chilling. I think you've done a lot of the groundwork and laid a lot of the groundwork. You're in a very reflective space, but it's a very comfortable one. There may be Taurus energy that's being very supportive of you right now or is necessary right now. The Hierophant is the Pope energy. It is of tradition, of hierarchy, of spiritual practices that are performed from a traditional manner. So you may be seeking out some emotional or spiritual support, or having someone who shows up who is able to provide some of that structure for you as far as creating some type of lineage or some type of program to help you with your spirituality, or to help you with maybe expanding some of the work that you've been doing, especially if it has a spiritual focus, but also if it's something where maybe there's some paperwork or some kind of red tape traditional structures you have to go through in order to progress. They can help you out there. We have the Emperor. So again, more about structure, more about creating a plan, more about your programs and your practices. Do you have a plan? I love you, Pisces. Do you have a plan? Do you have some type of structural analysis? Do you have some type of systems in place in order to really move you forward? I know you may be in a space where you're feeling quite content, but we want to make sure that you're also allowing some space for growth. We have the Queen of Swords here. So that is, we have some Aries energy, we have some air sign energy with the Queen of Swords. So this may be you, these may be other people, but these may be you embodying this energy. So fit it where it needs to go. But Queen of Swords is our boundaries queen. She is all about making sure that she's speaking her truth, that she is being very upfront, that she is being able to convey her ideas well, spoken well. So not in the sense of a classist way, but in a sense of so that people can understand what it is that she is saying or what it is that her plans are. So there really is this kind of dynamic going on, especially in leading to this and examining this idea of finding this peace, especially financially, around making sure that you are kind of going through the systems that are in place, especially if it is something that needs to be formalized, that you have some type of plan or process in place in order to provide structure, and that you are able to convey your information in a way that people are able to understand, but without crossing your own boundaries. And from there you work. Eight of Pentacles. You dig down, you become the expert in your field, you focus on what it is that you're really trying to bring to light. We have as your next card the 10 of Wands. So yeah, this may feel like you may get to this point where it feels like it's a heavy load, like it's quite a bit of work that you're doing, quite a bit that you're focusing on. It just may feel like a lot. You may have picked up a lot of responsibilities as you're making this headway, as you're putting all these things together. You may have picked up a new job, or you may have come into a new financial situation. And so this new financial situation may have a lot of responsibilities. There may be some mourning that needs to happen around some situations that didn't work out, especially emotional situations, things that you really cared about that just didn't come to fruition, something that didn't move forward that you were really wanting to happen. But, this new opportunity is a way to this new opportunity may mean that you have to let go of something, release something. You especially need to let go of the past, any past connections, emotional connections, rejection, abandonment, fear that have kept you kind of looking towards the past and unable to move forward into the future, because that's exactly what's happening here. This picking up so many responsibilities and taking up such a heavy load and not being able to let go emotionally of the things that didn't work out for you in the past is keeping you stuck. It's keeping you from being able to really move forward. Well, I don't know. Well, I'm not going to take that one. There may be some heartbreak that's going on here. There may be some really feeling like, why do I keep experiencing the same thing over and over and over again? But if you never release, if you never mourn, if you never truly feel the things, if you're always going, then it doesn't actually give you the space to heal. And if you never leave the space that you're in, then I don't know how you would expect to experience something different. So it's really like the pause. It is the pause. It is the focusing. It is the taking the time, because in the pause, as they say with the breath, the magic of the pause in the breath is where change happens, is where transformation can happen. So this is the pause for transformation. We have a 7 of Cups clarified by the Empress and the Magician. This is a time of, so we go from that 5 of Cups of that morning, of that, being in that emotional space, to a space of contemplating, okay, what are the next steps? I do have all these cups actually available to me. And so what is next? What is following from that? And, some of the things, it's like, this may be scary. I may be very interested in, but I'm a little scared of it. It may be things that you're very excited about. Either way, you know what I say when I see a 7 of Cups, pick a cup. The Empress is saying that, and I love this. We get the Hierophant, the Emperor, the Empress. Like, it is saying that there is a great support system around you, but also that you have all of these qualities. And the ones that you don't have, find someone who does and have them help you. The Magician is saying, literally, you have everything that you need. There isn't anything outside of yourself that you need to be looking for. No external validation, no external support or anything like that. In the sense of that, oh, if I don't get this, I won't be able to do it. No, it's an understanding of yourself at this very deep level. And there's a lot of emotional support for you. There's a lot of financial support for you. All these people, all these energies are here to support you and to help you move forward. But you have to make a choice to move forward, to go after one of these new desires. Your final card is the 3 of Pentacles, which is about partnership. It is about collaboration. It is about working together. You may need to seek a mentor. We do have the King of Swords here, which is our teacher card. You may need to find a teacher, or you may need stepping up into a teaching role, into an instruction role. Page of Swords is the student, though. So you may be, again, seeking someone to help you out here. So we have the teacher, we have the student, we have the Knight of Cups, which is saying that this is not something that you're going to jump into emotionally. This is not something that's going to overtake you and you're just going to be overwhelmed emotionally by it. You're going to be moving very slowly. You're going to be taking your time. You're going to be being very mindful and strategic. And you're going to be really highlighting and taking care of your heart, which I think is beautiful and magical, because that is the lesson perhaps that you've needed to learn, is to stop jumping into relationships, stop jumping into partnerships, stop jumping into collaborations. Take things slow, learn, listen, talk, meditate, take your time, use this air energy that's so prominent here to really think things through and find the best route in order to make the progress that you'd like to make. So, all right, that's it for Pisces. We're going to move forward and go ahead and look at Libras. Let's see what our Libras have going on for us. All right. Hi, Libra. How are you? How are things going? Happy new moon in Pisces. I hope you're dreaming big. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're enjoying your life. We love the Libra energy. These cards don't want to shuffle. Okay. Let's get another one in there. Ooh, we got the star card at the bottom on that one. Hopes and dreams coming true, perhaps? Alright, here we go. Let's take a look at what's going on for Libras. What's the main card for Libras? What's the main energies for Libras for this new moon in Pisces? Ooh, 2 cards. Ooh, Libras. That's intense. Okay. That is intense. We have a 8 of Cups and we have a 3 of Swords. So Libras, if you're going through some heartache right now, if you're going through a breakup right now, if you're leaving a situation right now that you were really emotionally attached to, that you were very passionate about, just know that I'm here with you. Know that you have many people supporting you. Know that you are not alone in this. And if it is not heartbreak as in a breakup, if you are walking away from a situation because you have learned your lessons from these things and you know that this is not the space for you to stay in, that there is more available to you. Congratulations. I love that for you because you do deserve the 10 of Cups. You do deserve more. So Knight of Swords. So there's going to be some intense conversations you may be having. A lot of thoughts. There's a lot of air energy going on here. Knight of Swords, some intense conversation, intense messages. You may be receiving intense messages. So it may be changing the way that you're thinking about things. You're showing up right here, the Justice card. Libras, you are here in your reading. You are standing strong. You are holding up this sword. You have snatched up this sword. There may be information that you found out. We do have the moon here. There may be information that you found out that like now you're like, oh yeah, okay, this is what I needed. This is the go I needed. This is I knew I was right about this situation. Like, and you're feeling very justified in your thought process and how you've been kind of approaching this, or maybe the way or the reason that you walked away. You know, you might not have like fully known why you left, but like you may find some information, receive some clarification that like is like, yes, I know I was right. I made the right decision here. So you're feeling very like in your power, which is why I was like, congratulations for those of you who like, yes, I love it. Okay. Yeah, you're feeling very in your power and you're feeling like the world is at your feet. This was a good thing. Leaving the situation ending, this partnership ending, whatever it was a good thing. It was something that freed you from something that was keeping you confined, that was keeping you stuck, that was not allowing you to expand in the way that you needed to. It was not letting you grow in the way that you needed to. Like, this was such a good thing. Queen of Swords here. Okay, so now you're like, yep, I speak up for myself. I advocate for myself. I have really bright ideas and I'm putting them into play. I'm being very active. Literally with this, there may be a idea that comes to you during this new moon in Pisces. You may get a strike of inspiration that's a lightning bolt hitting the tower. Could be like inspiration coming from above and striking you, breaking down some of your limitations, breaking down some of the walls, breaking down the world the way that you saw it in order to build up something new. It is a tearing down of the old in order to get somewhere new. I think you're having a moment of great inspiration. Oh my goodness. Then we get the Judgment card, or rebirth. This is releasing the past, moving forward, being awoken. I was just listening to, I think it's Jimmy tarot reader. And he was talking about, you know, how music and sound can, you know, is vibration and it allows our bodies to shift and to grow, to be reborn. This is a great moment of rebirth for you, Libra. This is so beautiful and so amazing. And you're not playing the fool anymore. You are not playing the fool anymore. They will, what is that? You cannot trick me. They're not pulling it over the wool over your eyes any longer. You have learned the lessons from what you needed to learn. You have taken in that information. You have evolved. You have grown. We have the, Two of Pentacles now, so there may be a choice that you have to make with this. All this wisdom, all this rebirth. If you walked away from a job or you had a job in, you may be juggling like, okay, what do I do next? What are my next steps? We have the Lovers card as the clarifier. Ooh, okay. Oh, I love this. We get some 10s here. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm glad if you walked away because this was something where someone was trying to lowball you, I'm very happy for you because you deserve the 10s. You deserve the 10 of Cups. And in leaving the situation where perhaps your heart was being broken or you weren't being heard, you weren't being appreciated, it is a good thing because you're moving into a space where there's better options for you. So we have two individuals here with the Angel and the Lovers card. And so right now you may be juggling the choice between like which path to take. Are you taking the path of the Angel, you know, who has the wisdom and the experience and things like that, the higher knowledge? Are you going Eve's route, which is taking the wisdom, but maybe a more unconventional route, you know, maybe breaking some taboos, things like that? Are you going Adam's route? Are you going to be very practical, very grounded, very like what's expected? You know, the choice is yours, you know, but there's happiness, But work on the other side of it is a lot of responsibilities, you know, a full family, if that is the, you know, route that you'd like to take, if that is what one thing you'd like to manifest is the marriage, the kids, the house, all that. It is a lot of responsibilities. It's a lot of wands to pick up along the way. But it is, you know, if it's the path that you want to take towards your happiness, like it will take that work. So you're juggling that options towards the end of this as you get this kind of inspiration on what your next steps are. Let's see what your outcome is. Oh, the moon. This is my shadow work card. So again, like I said, there may be some self-exploration that needs to be happening. The moon card may be saying it's time to still like slow down a little bit. That is definitely some really nice like Cancer, Pisces energy, water sign energy, lots of water signs coming up here at the very end with the moon and with the King of Cups. So there may be a very supportive individual who's coming in, emotionally available, emotionally supportive, maybe a teacher or instructor who's going to help you make some decisions about where to move forward. So, you know, one of those things where it's like, okay, maybe you don't have to really answer this question on your own. There may be someone who can come in and provide you with some insights about maybe the directions that you want to go, but also this space that pulls you in for self-reflection of like the mourning of having to walk away from the situation, of the things that didn't work out, of the collaborations you might have wanted to make, but that didn't go anywhere, you know, and being able to explore this and kind of maybe really like mourn and be in the space of what this whole situation was, because this is a lot going on right here. But it's a very powerful move towards breaking you free from some of the things that were keeping you trapped, keeping you little, small, you know. So do some of this internal work. Seek out the support when you need to. Do the mourning. Do the self-reflection. But know that like you're powerful, you're strong, and you made the right decision. All right, so that's it for our Libras. Wonderful reading for the Libras. If this is about a heartbreak, you know, I think this is a chance for you to open up to what you actually desire and find what you actually desire. Find partnership. Perhaps that moon card is like a water sign coming in. Someone who's very emotionally available, who can be supportive with you. And although it may remind you of the past or what could have been with another individual, it will also like give you what you need, give you what you're looking for. Okay, let's take a look at our Leos. Let's see what's going on for Leos. Okay. Leo, what's Leo's main card? King of Swords, meditation, mindfulness, all that fun stuff, Leos. So it's maybe a very reflective, it's giving very reflective new moon for you. Maybe thinking about some things in the past, looking at the past with fond memories. There may be a situation coming up where you're like, ooh, I feel like I've been here before, and I really hope I'm not being naive in how I'm approaching this. You may gain some insights from this self-reflection, from this meditation. Do some meditations. If you're in the, well, it's closed, so I was going to say, if you're in the Denton area, you can come, but we've already sold out for that one. But do some meditation, do some sound healing, things like that, because you're going to be you're going to be going back and thinking about the past. And this may give you a revelation and insight of breaking down a tower moment that releases you, that gives you some insights that allow you to actually find joy in the moment, in the present, of a dream coming true, something you've dreamed about from your past, something that you wanted from your past, that now is actually happening in your life now. When it comes to work, I want to talk to you a little bit about work. You're putting in the effort. You're just becoming an expert. You're not really getting into a lot of like drama or anything like that. It's a pretty like chill, just head down in the game moment, because you're building that legacy. And it may come from the fact that like the joy of being able to emotionally be in the now is giving you the space to be able to focus on the work that you want to do and the life you want to build, what you want to leave behind for yourself and for others. And it feels like a lot. That's okay, Leos. It feels like a lot, and you may be a little tired from this, but it's this culmination. I love this little spread right here. This eight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, it's 9 of Wands, 10 of Cups, because it really is about like, I'm going to put my head down and I'm going to focus on getting where I want to be, building the life I want for me and my family. Your Chariot card right here is your last one. You may literally be moving. You may be buying a new vehicle, but things are moving forward. Things are progressing. That work that you've been doing and that analysis and that self-reflection has finally brought you to a place of finding more peace. Internal peace, but not necessarily external peace. It seems like you may have riled some folks up with your kind of not getting involved in drama or foolishness, and like really saying like, sometimes when we go after what we really want and we make those things happen, other people can feel anxious about that because it is change. It is change. Five of Wands is friendly competition. So it is one of those where it's like, dang, like they're stepping their game up. You're stepping your game up on all levels, emotionally, financially, like, creatively, you're stepping your game up. You're really digging into that. And sometimes people can see that as competition, or they can see it as something that's like, dang, I need to step my game up as well. It's a good thing. Queen of Cups though is saying that you may be emotionally neglecting yourself though, or this may be coming from someone who should be a Queen of Cups energy and they are not doing well with that. They are not handling their emotions well. So if you are not the Queen of Cups in reverse, if you are someone who is feeling much more emotionally grounded and things like that, you're having a good time, you're enjoying yourself, and there's someone who like usually would be quite supportive of you, there's some issues with some jealousy or comparison going on there. And I would not like rush into this. I would not like fight back. I would not just like turn on them and like be like, oh, right back into them and get pulled into the frenzy. Because I would understand that it's their emotional turmoil that is pushing this, not anything that has to do with you. If this is you, if you are the Queen of Cups and you are neglecting your self-care, you're not taking care of your heart, you're not like spending time nurturing yourself, I would slow down. That is the message. I would slow down and I would take some time and I would get back on track. I know you're very like gung-ho and moving towards like this. And your final card, your oracle card, is Three of Pentacles. Everyone has gotten Three of Pentacles so far. It is collaboration. It is working together, which is why I think it is very vital that you slow down and you take some time to heal or to like take care of yourself, because there are people who are supporting you. There are people who are coming in to support you, and it's wise for you to allow them to do so. This will give you and allow you to actually enjoy all of this hard work that you've done. Nine of Pentacles, because now you don't have to carry the load on your own, and it does actually allow for you to turn this cup right side up, to get back emotionally into a better space, to maybe make some new emotional or creative connections, and to really like dive into that. Ace of Cups and a Page of Cups. Like the Ace of Cups is the cup overflowing, like really feeling good emotionally, feeling very cared for and nurtured. And the Page of Cups is you taking that cup and saying, okay, like let's explore, let's go a little deeper, let's take a swim in this. So I think the collaboration is really going to be helpful for you. There may be some water signs or some earth signs who come in and provide you some support here towards what you've been building. I think this is an amazing reading for you, and I'm very happy for you, Leos. All right, so let's take a look at Cancers and see what they have going on for this new moon in Pisces. Okay, let's see. Cancers, new moon in Pisces. Let's see what we get. Cancer, new moon in Pisces. Ooh, King of Wands. All right, that's a new one. So you are feeling very confident, Cancers. You're feeling very confident. You're feeling very secure. You're feeling very like, okay, you stepped your game up. You stepped up to the plate, even though you may not have wanted to. Or this may be someone in your life who's very secure, a little maybe overbearing, but not too bad, not too much, right? Maybe some fire sign energy very active in your life right now. Very active in your life. You have as your first clarifier the Seven of Wands, which is saying, okay, yes, I have found victory, but I'm defensive. aggressive. I'm a little defensive. I'm defending what I want. I'm defending my stakes. I am fighting for what I deserve, but it's a good energy. It's an active energy. It's an exploring energy. So emotionally, you may have made an offer or accepted an offer. You may have decided to focus on a new creative passion. You may have had to do a lot of self-exploration. You have the moon card coming up. So what you may have committed to, this offering of the cup, was to go within and do some shadow work, do some inner work, and go and see what's going on in your unconscious that's keeping you from being able to move forward, or keeping you from feeling, that's making you feel defensive, that's making you feel like, oh, there are these things that I want, or these spaces I've been put into, but I don't feel like fully comfortable and confident there. So you may have decided to do some exploration to figure out what's going on there. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, though. So it is important for you to go within and get that clarity, to do that deep work. So it is full moon or new moon in Pisces. So that is exactly what you should be doing. Yeah, there's definitely some issues going on when it comes to maybe some emotional connections happening. We have the King of Cups in reverse, we have the Four of Cups in reverse, and we have the Empress card. If all these cups are you, Cancer, what's going on? Turned on your head a bit. Why? Maybe the emotional stability that you usually have is not present right now. I would love to know why. Maybe it is because you've been doing all this deep work and it's been like really pulling you out of this space. There may be someone else who is usually very emotionally supportive and available for you, and they are just not there. They're not there. They're not acting right. You're not trying to accept any cups from them. They're not trying to accept any cups from you. But we have this very grounded energy, the Empress. There's a creativity. There is something that is growing within you, a desire that's growing within you. There is something that is waiting to be born that can be very supportive of you. The Empress is very prosperous, very abundant. She is just like the energy of creation. So there is something that wants to be born, and perhaps you are just no longer accepting external distractions. A lot of messages going on, a lot of talking happening. I think you're trying to get things on the same level, on board, where they might be a little bit off, especially creatively. If this is a creative thing and this is not about a relationship, if this is about a project or a creative project that you have going on, it's a little off and you're trying to get things back on board. We have the Hangman, which is saying it's time to change your perspective. You need to maybe take a break, take a pause. So it is that very, the Empress energy is very pregnant energy. You may literally be pregnant, but it's very pregnant energy. It's very slow energy. You need to look at these cups more carefully. You need to examine these cups more carefully. You need to examine this offer more carefully. You need to examine your passions more carefully. You need to go within and look at those different aspects of yourself more carefully. The Star card is saying that make a wish upon a star. That is that Aquarius energy. And we're looking at if there is a dream or a hope that you had in the past that you released that you didn't think was available to you, perhaps it is time for you to take another look at that. And so pause before you move forward. The Queen of Pentacles, so very grounded. You get to a grounded energy. You get to this space where I think you kind of settle, but not in a bad way, but settle, choose, ground yourself. And kind of lean a little bit into this Empress energy of what is it that I'm creating, what is it I'm manifesting, and recognizing that there is something that you need to walk away from. There may be something that you thought was going to be your path, was going to be what you put your heart and soul into, and it may have been this thing that you were kind of fighting for, but as you started to do more exploration and things started to move forward for you and get a little bit better, you recognize that maybe this was not the path for you. These were not the cups for you, and you realize maybe there is something else that I need. Having conversations, seeing the things that are actually manifesting. As you slow down and take another look at things and allow yourself to change your perspective, you realize that perhaps you need to pick a different cup. And perhaps you need to go back to something that was a passion that you have from your childhood. This gives you a little bit more grounding, a little bit more stability, and you do end up walking away from this situation here. And although it's dang, I did all of this work and now I'm kind of I'm making headway, and it was worth it. Oh my goodness, you get the world. Yeah. So if there is an emotional something that is kind of pulling your attention away. It's something that feels very emotionally challenging. It may be an individual, literally. It may be an offer. It may be a situation. It may be an emotion that you're holding on to from your childhood. Releasing that is going to let your hard work like actually come to an end. The struggle come to an end. To find this space of being the King of Wands, or finding peace with this King of Wands, taking your own power back from this individual and being able to actually be on top of the world. To be a Queen of Pentacles to a King of Wands is a very kind of unusual, perhaps, pairing, earth sign and fire sign, but in the sense of, you know, sometimes you need that fire. You need someone who can go through the fire with you. Or you need to learn how to harness your own fire, harness your own will, harness your own creativity in order to be able to like get to the points that you want to be to, but also allowing yourself to find that peace and that grounding. So the world is yours, Cancer. You may need to walk away from some things, and it may feel hard, but the world will be at your feet when you do. So let go. Do the reflection, do the work, let go. All right, let's take a look at Scorpios. We'll take a look at Scorpios, and then we'll do Virgos, and then we'll be done. So, let's see. Scorpios. Hi, Scorpio. How are you, my loves? Let's see what's going on with you for the new moon in Pisces. We're hitting all our water signs. I never realized I do all the water signs. How interesting. So we're hitting up all our water signs. Let's see what's going on for our Scorpios. Let's see how the Scorpios are doing for the new moon in Pisces. That's our first card out. Queen of Cups. Love that for you. Emotionally stable, available, self-care queen, filling up your own cup, finding peace emotionally. It's a good card. Good card for you. Okay, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. So there may be a situation that has not ended that may be causing you some emotional turmoil, or a lesson that you need to learn that you have not quite gotten there yet, but you're doing some self-reflection. You're going deep within. You're doing some inner work, some shadow work, talking to your unconscious, getting that on board. Ooh, there may be a father figure, or you, if you're the Emperor, that Aries energy, that which is Mars is your traditional ruler, Scorpio, so this may be you, but that Aries energy popping up for you in reverse. So there needs to be a little bit more structure. There needs to be a little bit more of a process put in place. Things are a little wild right now. Things are a little untamed, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it may be causing some turmoil, and it may be why like there's things not falling into place the way you would like for them to. We have a Queen of Wands here, so there may be a fire sign energy, very confident, very self-assured, a little overbearing perhaps, but very creatively available, very feeling protected, feeling well-known, well-loved. There's just a lot going on. There's either a lot of people in your life right now who have a lot happening, who have a lot of things to say, some who may not be acting like they usually are, maybe a fatherly figure who is usually very supportive and very, you know, saying like, hey, do this way. Hey, handle this way. Here's my insights about what you should do with this. And now they're just like, it's not happening. But there may be a Queen of Wands, or if this is you, someone who is stepping up and being a little bit more like, hey, okay, let's go out, let's have a good time. This is how we process this energy. This is what we do when we have this transformation, and when we go and we do this deep work and we look behind the veil of who we are. This is how we transform this. So things may just be shifting in how you deal with things. Ace of Cups. Your cup is not overflowing right now. You may have you may be feeling a little emotionally spent. We have a Queen of Pentacles here. Perhaps you're putting a lot of work into your job, into your home. The world is at your feet, though. This is a fascinating reading. So you've kind of accomplished the big thing, and now it's like, what's next? What do I do next? Where do I go next? So you may feel like you've overcome some issues, overcome whatever this was going on here at the very beginning, and found your grounding again, had some victory, found some, made some headway there, but you're emotionally spent, you're very tired, and you're having to choose like another cup now. Like that situation has come to a close. There's an offer coming in though. So, dream big, because there's an offer coming in. You cannot be concerned about the past though. I know that there was some hurt, some pain going on again with this King of Cups in reverse. So, pain from whoever, maybe this Emperor energy, whoever caused you this turmoil over here at the beginning, this kind of ongoing relationship that just kind of keeps pulling and pulling and pulling. But it is a new offer. It could be very valuable. It could offer you it could bring you some additional resources, some additional money. But you may feel, this is interesting, you may feel left out in the cold. This is very interesting. You may feel left out in the cold. Or you may turn this one down, or it may be like, again, you feeling like this support, because this is kind of the institutions. The Hierophant would be a little better of a connection for that, because it would be like the church, and then it would be the Hierophant, which is a traditional, but it is institutions. So again, like you were kind of pushed into this place because the support that you usually hear, the systems that are usually here that help you out, the people that are usually here that help you out, like are nowhere to be found. They're just not performing in the same way that they usually do, and you're kind of like out here on your own, especially if it is like a supportive, like masculine energy that's usually there for you. If this is you, if these are you, that's like you kind of stepped out of your own space where you're usually there, like kind of charging ahead, really like making sure that everything that you need is taken care of, and like you just haven't been in that space to be able to provide that for yourself, it's kind of pushing you to the space to say like you have to move forward. Happiness is waiting for you, but you have to allow yourself to move forward. You kind of have to allow yourself to get over it, and to not rely upon the past, not to rely upon the way that you used to address things, the way that you used to approach things, in order to move forward. You have to let yourself expand and grow and heal. We have a Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, the money is coming in, or the offer is coming in, the investment is coming in. It's going to come in pretty quickly, and I think you're going to want to move forward with that, but you're going to take some time for self-reflection. You may not be out and about as much. You may be getting a little quiet for yourself, doing some meditation, King of Swords, seeking wisdom, seeking to clear your mind and find some peace, which I think is lovely. Yeah, we get the Hermit, we get the King of Swords, and a Queen of Swords. There's either a lot of people who are very active in your life right now, or you have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of inner work to do. There may be a lot of aspects of your personality that you are tapping into and doing some work with. But the Nine of Pentacles would say that like going after, moving forward, like taking this pentacle into your hand and moving forward. The Hermit card is that self-reflection again, going in. There's some wisdom that you feel like you need to find here. It is the wisdom about this Three of Swords situation here. Three of Swords should be upright, and it should be you have learned the lessons from the things that have broken your heart. But in this circumstance, showing up in reverse is showing that there are still some lessons that need to be learned, and you are taking that time towards the end of this situation, towards the end of this new moon in Pisces energy, to actually like figure out what that is, to get that clarity, to speak that truth to the situation here that broke your heart. But I think that you tried to pretend like it was okay, or like just keep going, and eventually it kind of like broke you down, even though it was like emotionally, maybe even creatively. It could just be a creative project, but like kind of broke you down in the sense of like your cup was just completely turned over. The situation just completely pulled you out of your emotional stability that you're usually in. And from the people who usually are very supportive of you, like all of that was kind of turned on its head, and you had to find your stability in another way. You had to build up your world and have the world at your feet in another way, and realize that it's time to take another look at all of these cups. It's time to take a look at your relationships, your connections, your passions, your dreams, and things like that, and to say that like, okay, because new offers will come in, new people will show up there, and that if it's still, again, you maybe feeling outside of yourself, King of Cups in reverse, or someone who's usually very supportive of you not showing up in the way that they have, like it's time to make a new investment. It's time to take a new offer, and that perhaps you cannot rely on the same systems and policies and ways of approaching things that you used to, but that there is still happiness and joy. The Ten of Cups is still waiting for you at the end. you have to let go of this. You have to let go of your attachment to the way that things used to be, the way that things used to function, the person that used to create the stability in your life. You have to move on from that. And as you allow yourself to accept this new offer, as you allow yourself to invest in yourself in a different way, that's not reliant upon these structures or these people, it's putting you into that space to realize the wisdom of the lesson that you needed to learn from this Emperor in reverse, from this moon card, the shadow work, the inner work you needed to do, the Emperor in reverse that you needed to explore, and the Queen of Wands, to find that confidence, to find that self-assuredness within yourself, that creative flow for yourself. Okay, so that's it for my Scorpios. Kind of long, kind of intense, but it's a good thing. And we're going to round out with our Virgos. So let's take a look and see what's going on with our lovely Virgos. What's happening with you for the new moon in Pisces? Let us see. Let us grow. Let us see. Let us build. And let's see what's going on with our wonderful. Oh, goodness. Oh, this was not a clean shuffle. So sorry about that. Let's try this again. Virgos. You know, Virgo rules my 7th house, which I always think is very interesting. I don't ever really do anything with that energy, but I'm aware of it. So I'm always curious to kind of see what's going on with Virgos. Let's see what's going on with Virgo energy, see how that might be impacting things. Okay, we got a little bit of a better shuffle now. I feel like the cards are more friendly to my tapping into this Virgo energy now. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on for our Virgos for the, oh goodness, okay. 4 of Wands in reverse. All right, so the home might be feeling a little topsy-turvy. You may be needing to put some things in order in your home space. Find the joy, find the happiness, find the creativity back in the home space. You may be taking on a new job or going after a new investment. You may be moving. That could be what that is, which is why your home is kind of topsy-turvy. Because there was a stressful situation that's coming to an end. And so we have a Page of Pentacles, a Page of Cups. Yeah, so we're taking this new opportunity. We're taking this new, like, emotional space. We're just in a new place. Page of Wands. Adventure time. You either have a lot of young people around you or you're in a very young spirit. You're just like restarting some things, restarting your business or your career, restarting your emotional connections, allowing those to be new, restarting your passions and your creativities, allowing yourself to get excited about things again. We have a Queen of Pentacles here, so this could be someone who's very emotionally available, supportive, grounded, self-care queen, someone who's saying you need to prioritize yourself. This could be you. Though, because recognizing how important that is for you to do that work. We have a Queen of Wands here as well. So one of these is you. One of these is you, and one of these is like, hey, yo, like, let's get this stuff together. Let's move forward. Let's heal. Let's be in a better space. Let's be confident. Let's be self-assured. And it's like, oh man, but I remember in the past when I was in a situation like this, and you know, it was fun and stuff like that. But you know, am I being naive in how I'm looking at this situation? And it's like, no, turn your back on the past. Turn your back on those feelings of not feeling confident and self-assured. It's time to move forward. It's time to move ahead. That's the 3 of Wands energy. And then we have an 8 of Pentacles. You're like, you know what? You're right. Let me buckle down. Let me work on this. Let me get my stuff back together. Let me get this 4 of Wands turned right side up. Yes. Okay, because in the 4 of Wands, there is actually the 3 of Cups celebrating on the inside. You're like, I need to find this joy again. And we do have this King of Cups still in reverse. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. You're like, I'm buckling down. I'm going to find my happiness again. And if that means that there's some folks who maybe are unhappy from that situation, you know, that's okay. Because I have to leave. I have to move past. I have to not be reliant upon these institutions that held me up in the past. Maybe father figure, maybe mother figure, whoever, maybe someone that you were in a emotional connection with, a relationship with, you know, but it's like, I cannot be reliant upon these people for my happiness. My happiness cannot depend upon these other people. I have to build this for myself, you know? All right, so let's get your outcome. What is the outcome of all of this? The Fool, taking a leap of faith. We love that. So you're jumping in, you're diving in. It's going to bring you great happiness. I love that for you. 9 of Cups. Great happiness. new financial opportunities, money in the hand, and a move. Moving forward, progressing forward. Cancer card. Perhaps a literal move, but like you are progressing. You are improving. You are getting out of this space, and I love that for you. I think that's beautiful. So that's going to be it for our Virgos, and that's going to be it for all of our new moon in Pisces readings. So love you guys. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you have a beautiful new moon in Pisces, and I will see y'all tomorrow. We'll be doing the Leos. I think we're in relationships still. So I think we'll be knocking out the last of the relationship readings. Subscribe, comment, like. I'll see y'all later. I love you. Bye.